Well, good morning, and we are on the A835, which is the road to Ullapool. We're going to be climbing a Munro today. This is Munro on the north side of this road called Beinn Dearg, and this Munro is also accompanied with 4 other Munros. We're not going to climb those other Munros, we're just going to focus on Beinn Dearg. Now, most walks for this Munro will start from a location called Inverlael Car Park, which is just south of Loch Broom. Where I'm going to be starting, however, is Braemore Junction, which is a bit further up. It gives me a little bit of a height advantage, and it's slightly shorter in my initial estimation. Now, the weather, as you can see, is a bit damp this morning, but the forecast is for it to improve, especially into the afternoon. So I am hoping that we'll also get some drone footage as well. Well, here we are at Braemore Junction, and we have got 53% charge, where we started out at 98% charge this morning, just for those people who are interested in my electric car performance. Looks like there's a few other people parked up here, probably out on the same walk that I'm about to do. So let's get the hiking boots on. Well, here we are starting the walk. First step is to take this improvised footpath, which goes round the edge of a forestry plantation. Not the best quality footpath. But it's okay, at least in dry weather it's okay. I think it's going to be quite boggy this time round. We're through the gate now. And we'll just follow this. Don't be deceived, this won't remain as a track for too long. In fact, it's just finished as a track. It's now boggy quagmire time. So here we are, following this footpath. There should be a lovely view at this point, but I've been walking now for maybe 20-25 minutes, and it's just been persistent, moderate rain this whole time. I've got a feeling that it's trying to brighten up, but there's still just little dregs of rain which persist. We're gonna be coming up to the next junction where there should be a more substantial track which we follow for a short distance, and then we go onto Stalker's tracks beyond that track. Well, the first hint of blue sky has now made itself known, and I'm confident that this is the last of the rain. So I have been walking now for about an hour and a half since the last video, and it's rather damp work, but I always in the summertime at least, I always wear a sun hat even when it's raining. I find it a lot more comfortable than wearing a hood. It's a lot more, you don't feel so closed in wearing a hat, and this is my solution to dealing with rain, with anything up to moderate winds. Well, this footpath isn't up to much, I'm going to have to say. It's a marked path on the map, but this is actually quite a boggy quagmire. It seems to be okay here just now, but other times I'm hopping from one semi-submerged bit to another. So this isn't so good. So we're aiming up for the Bealach between Beinn Dearg and Corbett. Can't remember the name of the Corbett. About 830 metres tall. Well, we've now got the Bealach in sight, and the slopes off to the left. That's what we're going to be making our way up after we've reached the Bealach. Well, here we are at the Bealach with the Corbett, and as we can see over here, we've got a view looking down Loch Glascarnock. and here's the Corbett. So still quite a lot of cloud. It's still kind of spitty spotty, but it is trying to get brighter anyway. So we are now at the 800-metre contour. We still can't see Beinn Dearg, but the cloud is very slowly lifting up. I've been climbing this ridge in the mist, and this is the first time that the mist has lifted a little bit. So we've got about 250-ish metres of ascent left to go. We go up to this ridge, and then there should be a big stone wall that we intersect, and then we follow the stone wall up to the summit. Well, here we are. We are nearly at the wall that we're intersecting, and the cloud is really starting to peel back now. There's some good sunshine out west, as you can see, and I'm really looking forward to that coming this way. But if we have a look this way, you can see what we're up against. This is the wall, and it's going straight up Beinn Dearg, which is still in the mist. So I'm hoping it will be clear of the mist by the time we get there. I've kind of had enough of the cloud by now, and if the wind dies down, then that's an extra bonus, because then I can get dizzy up and doing some filming from above. Okay, so we are a bit further up the ridge, and the ridge suddenly turned right, and if we look down here you can see why. So this wall is just following its way around, getting past this steep gully. We just continue our merry way up here. Well, here we are, arriving at the summit of Beinn Dearg. I've been chasing the cloud up the slopes of Beinn Dearg, and then I overtook and plunged into the cloud. And for the last 20 minutes I've been inside the cloud, and we've got bright spots like what we've got right now, where it threatens to peel the cloud back, but it doesn't quite get there. Bit of a shame, but I'm going to have some lunch, and maybe after I have finished lunch the cloud will have indeed improved. We shall see. So here we are, Beinn Dearg. Last time I was here, 2007, so 16 years. Very nice. Well, no sooner have I finished lunch, and the cloud has peeled back for the first time on the summit of Beinn Dearg. So looking north, we can see Moray. That's quite a remote mountaintop. It would take probably about 2 to 3 hours to walk there if I wanted to do so. The other Munros, there's 3 other Munros which are sort of hidden away underneath the lip here. They are significantly lower than Beinn Dearg itself. But we're not going to be climbing those. We're going to be heading back now, and hopefully a little bit lower down I will hopefully be able to deploy my drone, and we can take a little bit of a fly about. I think the cloud level here is a bit too low to get quality shots just at the moment, but things are looking up. Well, I'm back at the gully now, and you know, it's definitely an improving day, and it's quite nice to take the drone out. The winds might be moderate, borderline fresh, but that's no problem at all for Dizzy the drone. Over here we've got the Fannaichs. Quite a hazy day, quite a lot of moisture still in the air. But let's turn around, see what I've just come up. Just up that. So that's the steep rise up I think this is the north ridge of Beinn Dearg. So here's Beinn Dearg, now in full sunshine. And we're heading off to this summit. And this is 850 meters, but we'll be heading that way, just off to the right a little bit. And then we'll pick up the footpath, which will take us down to the Bealach. Well, we're nearly down at the Bealach now, and it's nice to regain the stalker's path. Kind of nice. Whoop! It's starting to become a bit wet now, as I just discovered. So, what we've got now is quite a long walk back out to the car. So, the Bealach is at 650 meters. And the car, I think, is about 150 meters. So 400 meters of dropping. We've dropped pretty much 430 meters already. I think it will just be windy around this corner. Let's just see. Ah, not so bad, not so bad. Very good. Might just do a little bit of drone flying, actually. We are walking around the corner of the Corbett, and the view of the Fannaichs is opening up, and we can also see the loch where we meet the track and then split off shortly afterwards to follow the footpath down to the car park. Well, we've got the end very nearly in sight. That corner of the forest is about 3 or 4 minutes walk away from the car. So not too far to go now. Just a few bogs. Oh dear. Yes, I've lost the footpath again. That happens. Well, here we are. Back on the final footpath leading to the car park next to the road. Here we are. Well, we started that walk at about 20 past 8, and now it's 10 to 5. So that is about 8 hours 30 minutes. So that's not too bad. So now it's time for the big journey home. It's looking like a fine day today. One thing I will say is that I did cheat. I didn't have a full charge yesterday evening, so I had to charge up overnight, and I charged up 21 kilowatt hours of electricity. So the thing is that I have exported 21 kilowatt hours of electricity whilst I've been hiking. And of course I always tend to go hiking when it's nice and sunny. And because I exported at a higher price than what I imported at, I actually made a profit by going hiking. Isn't that nice? Well, here I am the next day. We finished the electric car journey with 15% charge. So considering we started at 98% and we're finished at 15% charge, that was a journey of 265 miles for the day. That's very, very capable indeed for what is quite a long day trip for me. So what I'd like to find out is whether I should continue making more videos like this, whether anybody's interested in it. And if you are, please leave your remark in the comments section. My next videos, I've got a couple of ideas that I want to try and find some time for. One of which is what I call a point to the compass challenge, where I visit the most easterly, southerly, westerly and northerly points of the Scottish mainland. Now in that video, I want to take my Tesla and I want to discover how good or how bad the charging network is part of this challenge. I want to also see how much time I actually spend charging versus driving. And of course, I want to take Dizzy the drone out and do a few shots of the areas which I pass through. So in the meantime, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you again very soon.